it'll take her a while to get. I say 80s and 90s. She's not just doing the 80s and 90s. It's just gonna take her a while to get out of the 80s and 90s because there's just so many games on the list. It's always fun to watch though, because like, I mean, she's never played any of those games, so I end up having to watch it like on a VOD or on YouTube because we stream it at the same time usually. But it's always fun to like watch her like discover things for the first time, or to see like where a mechanic came from originally, you know. It's good that we're getting a nice little stack of money too, because we're gonna need it to buy the equipment when we get to the next town. If I remember right, they have like a set of armor maybe for the fighter in Melmond, which is just like 6,000 gil or something. It's like something stupidly expensive. Also, we still need to buy our level 4 spells. We need haste. I don't know if we're high enough level yet, but we will soon find out. Get those back up. You know, a lot of Final Fantasy games, theoretically, your character doesn't die, right? They just get knocked out because, like, Phoenix Downs don't cure death, otherwise people couldn't die in Final Fantasy. Phoenix Downs, like, get rid of unconsciousness, right? But, in this game, when you die, you have to go to a church and have like little angels come down and bring you back. So I think you're pretty much dead, right? Yeah, I still can't learn it yet. Alright. To figure out what level red mages can learn level 4 black magic. Oh, I didn't actually. Oh my god! Oh, we gotta go back to town. I resurrected Des, but I didn't heal her, so she was at 1 HP. Killing me. Well, killing her, I guess. But... dang it. Well, that was a waste of 200 gil. I'm gonna have to make like a highlight video for Des of just all the times she died. Be like, how'd your stream go tonight? And I'll be like, well, you died a lot. It'd be good if you'd stop doing that. To be fair to her, I did make her the thief. Alright. I'm actually gonna stay at the inn. It'll refresh our MP too. We got 13,000 gil. We're doing pretty good there. Okay. Thanks. Okay. So there are a couple mystic key doors in this castle. I can remember how to get to them. You go around the outside-ish. This is the most important set of Mystic Key doors to open because you have to advance the story. Because the dynamite or TNT or nitro powder or whatever they call it in this version It'll be in one of these chests. Which is really the only reason you absolutely need to get the Mystic Key. There we go, nitro powder. Head up to the Chaos Shrine. There's like 2 Mystic Key doors there. And I believe we can get like, is it Worm Killer or Werebuster? Like one of the swords that's good at fighting certain type of enemies. These are the weakest enemies in the game, so it's kind of funny to see them fighting us at this point. We've come full circle from the beginning of the game. We're back at the beginning again. We'll be coming here again after the Earth Crystal because this is where the Earth Crystal bonus dungeon is. Which is the Earth Gift Shrine. It's just in a cave up here. If you go in the cave right now, you can talk to an NPC there, but you can't get into the actual dungeon because there is a statue of the Lich in the way. But when you defeat the Lich, the statue goes away. I don't even remember what I gotta do to get the airship. To get the airship, but we have to go to the ice cavern place and get like the levistone or something, and then take that to the desert, I think, so that we can. The airship. We need the airship to get the class upgrade. That's what I'm thinking about the airship. Normally, like just like straight progression in the game, the next thing to do would be the Earth Crystal. But I'd like to get our upgrades as soon as we can, and I think you can go ahead and get the airship right away. I don't think you have to do a crystal first. We'll have to go to, we have to get a canoe to get to the ice cavern, I think. So we gotta go to Crescent Lake to get the canoe. We'll figure it out. Rune Blade. That was cool. Cool. I think the Rune Blade, was the Rune Blade the one that's good at fighting mages or something like that? You never know in some of these old games, a lot of times like they have glitches where a lot of these kind of items don't even freaking work. Was it Final Fantasy VI where like magic defense didn't actually work because there was a glitch? Like like a lot of old RPGs have like notorious glitches where it's just like, how did this not get tested? You know, like. Alright, and after this, I don't know of any other Mystic Key doors. Actually, no, I think there are some Mystic Key doors in with the dwarves. There's Werebuster. And that is a counter title. But I think that's the last set of Mystic Key doors that I know of. It is in the area with the dwarves. Which is where we're headed next. And this door at the top left, I don't think is actually a Mystic Key door. We just never went to it. It's like a potion or some money or something. Like, we got the leather hat before we fought Garland, but we didn't bother with the other one. But I figure we're here, might as well. In Final Fantasy VII, magic defense on armor doesn't work. Is it 7? I thought it might have been 6. Maybe it's 7. Like, there's just like things like that. Is like, this is like a big RPG. It's freaking Final Fantasy. How did something as basic as magic defense not working not get tested? You know, like, that's such a huge stat. Like, what? It's still a good game, but like, damn. I'm guessing they fixed that in that little overhaul mod you were talking about, Theodorex? Like, if you're overhauling mechanics, I would think something like that would be something to fix on them. I don't know how hard that would be to fix. Didn't think it would be too hard. It's probably just a mistake in the calculation somewhere, right? Magic spells are doing too much damage. Guess we'll nerf them. Like, the thing is like, that's not even just about spells doing too much damage too. It's like, it removes an entire like mechanic from the game, like the ability to mitigate magic with your armor. Like, that's huge. Like, it's one thing for a defense stat to not be balanced well enough to where it's useful. Like, if you're playing like Dark Souls, like, how often do you see a person who actually knows how to play Dark Souls putting points into resistance, right? Or, you know, leveling up their armor as well as their weapon. Like, these are like mechanics that could have used some more balancing love so that they made more sense and were more utilized. But to completely not count the magic defense stat is just, it blows my mind. Oh, they fixed it in the Steam release? That's nice. But you gotta wonder, did they rebalance anything after they fixed it? Or did like monsters that do magic damage just become much, much easier because now you can actually get defense against it? You know? Like, did they just say bug fixed and not rebalance anything to match it? Because if so, then I guess that made the game easier, right? Although it might change what kind of armor you want to wear. Although, to be fair, I've played Final Fantasy VII several times, and I've never known that it didn't work, so I don't know that it would change any decisions I made, because I always assumed that magic defense would work, you know? But, you know, Final Fantasy VII isn't exactly a hard RPG by any stretch of the imagination, so you don't really have to think that much about your defense a lot of times. And maybe that's how it snuck past the testers, I guess. Game's so easy we didn't notice defense didn't work. Alright, the thief has more hit points, but the increased defense more than makes up for it. Like, I think the red mage definitely needs to take hits more than the thief. Alright, Mount Duragar. Mount Duragar is where we're going to come later, near the end of the game, to get Excalibur. But we can't do that yet. For now, we just need to blow open that canal and open some more Mystic Key doors. So, we come down here. We can change the shape of the water. Give him some nitro power so he can blow open his little cave here and somehow open a canal. I guess by blowing out the ground underneath the water, but not flooding the tunnel somehow. That's not to think about it too hard. That little swirling vortex there off the coast is actually the entrance to the water bonus dungeon for after you beat the Kraken. Alright. We now have access to the rest of the world map. Although there's still places we can't get till we get the airship. That is what I'm going to try and work on next. Alright, so this door is also Mystic Key door, I believe. There's Worm Killer. Mithril Mail. Mithril Mail is for our red mage. Alright. We've passed on some equipment upgrades. So yeah, Worm Killer is good against dragons, the Rune Blade is good against spellcasters, and the Werebuster is actually good against like lycanthropes, I guess. Yeah, werebeasts. But it is weaker than the Mithril Sword, so you know, whatever. I don't know if they actually fully implement the whole effective against dragons thing. They might, but like by the time you fight a dragon, you're gonna have a much stronger sword. I don't know if it's worth it to pull out Worm Killer. Anyways, for now it's a stronger sword, so we'll use it. So let's get back to our boat, and we can finally get out into the wild blue yonder. So, if we get in the boat, the first town we're going to hit is Melmond, which is the town near the Cavern of Earth, or whatever, the place where you go to get to the Earth Crystal and fight the Lich. But we can also get to other towns like Crescent Lake, and I'm wondering if we should skip to that and buy their gear instead of the gear. I'm not sure about the overlaps there, so let's look at Melmond first. It's literally like right here. Melmond has the next level of spell casting too, but we still don't have level 4 black magic, so getting level 5 is certainly going to be off the table. Red mages just don't learn their spell levels as fast as white and black ones. I believe they have mithril equipment in Crescent Lake, like more mithril swords and knives and stuff. Mithril mail, mithril shields. Here in Melmond, first of all, they should have 5th level magic, and they do. What can we learn here? So the red mage can learn Curaga, which is, you know, even bigger cure. Kilara, once again, the AoE heals are white mage only, which sucks. But once we become a red wizard, we can learn life so that we don't have to have Phoenix Downs all the time. We could do Kiraga in life. Bar's 5th level black magic. Kiraga is a bigger, more damaging AoE spell. And teleport can help us get back out of dungeons faster. Those are nice. Only a red wizard can learn teleport though, so we can't get that till the class upgrade either. Alright, weapon wise. We just got a bunch of weapon upgrades. So like, okay, a long sword is technically better for him. That's fine. Everybody else is kind of like, yeah, I don't need a weapon, you know? The armor shop's up here. Here, yeah, the knight's armor is 36,000 gil. I don't have enough to, like, you can't even, another thing, so you can't see the stats on an item until you click into it. So, like, I can be like, okay, this is 15 defense, and that's what we have on the monk right now. And the great helm is 5 defense. And these are 2, and these are 4, right? So you can see what they are. The knight's one, I can't see what it is, because you can't get to the point where it shows you unless you have enough money to buy it. So it's like a secret. Why do I want to earn 36,000 gil and buy this? Is it worth it? I don't remember how much defense it is. Like, is that versus like what, mithril mail? Which we can see, like, we're wearing iron armor. He's wearing mithril mail. Can't, like, if I... Yeah, mithril mail is less defense, but much more evasion. Whereas this right here, the knight's armor is much more defense. It'll make him super tanky, but he'll take the hit basically and take like 1 damage. The other classes can't even wear it, but man, 36,000. That won't be any. It'll be a drop in the bucket later, but right now it's out of our reach. All right. Anyways, we're kind of at the point where we don't really want to buy anything here anyways. So let's continue onwards. We could go do the earth crystal, like I said. Like, the earth crystal is sort of what you're supposed to do right now, I would say. But if we look at our map, like, earth crystal's over here. But if we head down to the west, it'll wrap around. We land here. This is Crescent Island, and there we can get the canoe. Once we have the canoe, we can come up and land up here and follow these paths to get to here, which is the ice cavern, which is where we need to go to get the airship. Once we have the airship, we can work on getting air class upgrade. So I think that's what we need to make our goal right now. It's a little bit out of sequence, and I'm not sure how strong the monsters are going to be in the Citadel Trials and the class trial and the ice cavern, but I wish I wanted to go south. I think we might be okay, and if we are, it would be better to get the class upgrade earlier rather than later, because you get bigger stat boosts when you level up with better classes. Alright, let's see how strong Ankh eggs are. Okay, takes all 4 of them to kill one. Making 2-shot chat. Actually, not him. Poison's fine. Damn. Oh, they didn't kill him. Nice. Alright, let's keep moving. This little lake here with the island in the middle is Crescent Lake. Okay, that's a fight. We need to pull out some magic here, I think. So we need to have everybody try and focus down the Minotaurs. The Fuhrer should get rid of the Scorpions. Oh yeah, this game was heavily D&D influenced. Like the original Final Fantasy 1, like the NES version, even had spells per day instead of an MP system. Like it was straight up just like kind of like you were sorcerers, right? Because you had spells known that you learned at the shops, and then you had spells per day based on your level. It was very much based on D&D. I think that they wanted to call the Pisco Demons Mind Flayers or Illithids or whatever, but they're literally not allowed to. It's copyrighted. There are certain D&D monsters that you can't use unless you're like Wizards of the Coast. Like you'll notice, like in Pathfinder, they'll like allude to them, or they'll leave them out, or like there's some D&D spells you're not allowed to use. Like you can't use like anything with like big B's or Mordenkainen's or what Beholders, Illithids, Mind Flayers. There's a couple of them that are just straight up copyrighted, and they will sue you if you try and put them in your stuff without their permission. You can have them in there, you just can't call them Mind Flayers. That's the thing, like you just have to like, oh no, that's not a Mind Flayer, that's a squid-faced Pisco Demon. You know, like it's a similar creature, but it's not the D&D creature, you know. Just the fights we're getting here in the world map are telling me that it's going to be a rough go of it doing the Ice Cavern and the Sidola Trials, but I think we still want to try. Oh, they were called Mind Flayers, really? I don't know. Leave him alone. You're ridiculous. I think I remember liking these guys when I was leveling. They give good XP or good money, what do they give?